All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? A little late night programming for y'all out there. It's been a long night. About to go to rant about my Vikings here. So those of y'all aren't interested, I feel you. I get it. But needs to come out, needs to be said. It's been such a terrible roller coaster of a season. It's officially over. You know, lost tonight, 37-10 against the Packers. It didn't feel like it was even that close. Felt like it was more like 97-10. Just a complete and utter embarrassment. And this all falls on the head coach, the GM, Mike Zimmer, Rick Spielman. Just an abject fucking disaster for this team. This team had such high hopes. All my Kirk Cousins haters out there, where are you at? Sean Mannion was horrendous. You could not have played quarterback worse than Sean Mannion played tonight. Check down King, Mr. Check down. I'm afraid to throw the ball downfield. Pathetic. You spent a third-round pick on Kellen Mond. Play the fucking guy. I don't care what he looks like. He couldn't have looked worse than that. He at least would have gave you a shot. You probably would have lost by 30. Who cares? You already lost by 27, so you would have lost by 3 more points. But he could have gave you a shot to win by 10. You didn't make him the backup all year. You took away reps because you're so fucking worried about Kirk Cousins going out. Kirk Cousins is never hurt. He got COVID. Even if he was vaccinated, it wouldn't have mattered. He wouldn't have played tonight. He tested positive on Friday. There's a 0% chance he is going asymptomatic, negative on Sunday night. So no matter what, it wouldn't happen. Omicron variant, everybody's testing positive. It doesn't matter. So it's just all excuses and bullshit you're talking about Cousins. Mike Zimmer, you never been over 500 in the last 2 seasons. You have an elite wide receiver that fell into your lap in Justin Jefferson. You didn't draft him. The Eagles screwed that shit up. They took Jalen Reagor. What a horrible pick. Everybody knew Justin Jefferson was better than him. You got lucky. You refused to play rookie players. You draft all these players. None of them play. None of them make an impact. You traded back instead of trading up in front of the Chargers to draft Rashawn Slater, who's an all-pro left tackle, for Christian Darrisaw, who's mediocre at best. He's been okay against bad people, been really bad against good people, and he's been hurt twice this year. But because of that, you got the extra pick for Kellen Mond. Play the man. Make him your backup. Give him the reps. Let him learn. If there's anything about Kellen Mond, he's coachable. Jimbo will tell you that. He doesn't get flustered by hard criticism. He'll learn. Let him play. No, we got to play Sean Mannion. Absolutely pathetic. Your defense is a goddamn joke. Bottom 3 in the league in pass defense. I'm really glad you traded Mike Hughes, who was on his 5th year of his rookie year option, who's now a starter for the Kansas City Chiefs and was AFC Defensive Player of the Week 2 weeks ago, to sign Brashad Breeland, who got cut, who was a piece of shit, useless. Oh, but Chris Boyd can play. Yeah, Chris Boyd can't fucking play. He got absolutely abused by Devontae Adams tonight. Pathetic. Oh, yeah, and how about last year, Slick Rick, because you're not off the hook yet, because you got rid of Diggs because of your piece of shit coach. You also got Jeff Gladney. You chose to take Jeff Gladney over Antoine Winfield Jr. You need a safety. Your safeties are dog shit. Anthony Harris left. He's been terrible in Philadelphia. You signed Xavier Woods, fucking useless. Even the Cowboys don't want him. The Cowboys secondary is horrendous, and they don't want him. You draft Jeff Gladney over Antoine Winfield Jr. Antoine Winfield is one of the most beloved Vikings corners and or players this millennium. Loved him. Great player. No, we're going to go Jeff Gladney out of TCU. Yeah, he's a piece of shit scumbag who beats his girlfriend. So, good fucking first-round pick, you dumbass. You consistently use late-round picks. You draft, I don't need high picks. I'm going to draft 30 guys on the 7th round. You cut all of them. Maybe use all those late-round picks and trade them to move up in the draft and draft guys that can actually fucking play for your team. It's so unbelievable how inept this coaching staff is, this front office is. It's so pathetic. We were in the NFC Championship game by the grace of God with Case Keenum in 2017. Cousins was the missing piece. You forgot to improve the O-line. How about your first-round pick, number 18 overall, on Garrett Bradbury? Oh, he's athletic. Nobody drafts a center that high. You could have drafted Mike McCoy. Mike McCoy's a really solid center for the New Orleans Saints in the second round. No, we're going to draft an athletic center that can move and run. How about somebody that can fucking block a 318-pound nose tackle? If you weigh over 300 pounds, Garrett Bradbury cannot block you. Line anybody up in the nose, and he'll get fucking blown up. And yeah, Cousins is horrendous with pressure in his face. He's a top 5 quarterback when he has a clean pocket. Yeah, I don't expect him to always have a clean pocket. But your offensive line is ranked in the bottom 5 of the league every single season. Like, come on! You don't develop offensive line talent. You waste high picks on them. You waste high picks on corners that are bust. It's just so frustrating to be a fan of this team and watch the road they've gone down. There is no excuse. Zimmer, it starts with you. A 13-year-old boy can manage clock better than you. You sit in prevent defense, and let everybody carve you out. Everybody and their fucking mother who plays quarterback in the NFL can throw a 4-yard pass, a 5-yard pass now. They laugh at you. You've had a bottom 3 defense the last 2 years. Real genius. Oh, but I've had pass rushers or blah, blah, blah. Your secondary's a fucking joke. You're a cornerback coach. You can't teach guys to play DB. It's hilarious. You sit in prevent defenses. Teams pick you apart. I want to play close games. I want to play defensive struggles. You refuse to step on anybody's throat. You make the offense pull off the gas. We don't want to turn the ball over. The other team can't score. We're not going to risk it. Guess what? If the other team can't score 40 points so they can't beat you. It's so pathetic. Just look at the Dallas Cowboys game this year. Cooper Rush at quarterback. Well, they can't score more than 15, 20 points. So make your offense score 37 points. Not be conservative and risk a turnover. Turnovers happen in the NFL. Good teams get over them. Our offense is more than capable of scoring 30 points a game. You know that. You have a top 3 receiver in the NFL in Justin Jefferson. You have a top 5 running back in Dalvin Cook. You have a top 10 quarterback in general. Top 5 if you give him some goddamn protection in Kirk Cousins. It's so pathetic. You're a loser coach. It's so frustrating. He should have been fired 2 years ago. I wanted him fired. Now, we probably would have ended up with Stefanski, who's a bum in and himself. But it's so frustrating. It starts with the top. Ownership needs to get this shit right. The fans deserve. We struggle. It's painful. We need to win. It's so hard being a Vikings fan. It's impossible. The heart, the years off your life, it's so bad. But there is some strong light at the end of the tunnel. There's a light. Mike Zimmer's going to be fired. Hopefully Rick Spielman's going to be fired. Establish some good GM. You need a good GM. You need a good head coach. We haven't had the best track record hiring a head coach. Now, Zim was good. He got some stability in the franchise. But you got to move off stability early and go to winning. You know, it's a big thing. We've hired Brad Childress over other coaches who are still in the league, still very good. You hired Leslie Frazier. That was a bust. Zimmer, I'll give you a B to B plus on. You won the division twice. That's more than most teams in the North can say with Rodgers. But Jesus Christ, we have to get this head coaching thing right. Your offense has the potential to be a top 3 offense in the NFL, and it's not close. You get any sort of offensive line play, and you will be a dominant force. Fix the defense to be competent and not bottom 5. Get them. You only need to get the defense to 16-17. And this is a 10, 12, 13 win team. This is a team that can easily win the division, especially if Rodgers leaves next year. I'm really not sure who to go with. I'm a big fan of Byron Leftwich. I don't know enough about Kellen Moore, but the Cowboys' offense has been cocked the last few weeks against good defenses. So that I'm going to take with a grain of salt. Tampa Bay's up and down, but I really like the foundation. Brian Daboll in Buffalo, that offense is, I don't know. There's nobody really standing out. And, of course, you're a year too late, a year too short. That's the way this franchise has been. It's just so frustrating. That's going to do it for us today, I think. Oh, yeah, even more insults. You got embarrassed on national TV, and you let the Packers get the 1 seed in the NFC because of it. Just insult to injury. God damn it. Let's not talk about the fact that we had 2 draft picks and passed on Aaron Rodgers twice in 2005. We're just going to ignore that one for now. 2 draft picks. Green Bay had Brett Favre, and they drafted him. We had Dante Culpepper. We could have drafted him with one of those 2 picks. How about the second pick, guys, at 20-something? No. Just so frustrating. But the future is okay. I'm with keeping Cousins. Hopefully he'll restructure. You got to get an offensive coach to keep Jefferson. Jefferson is the future of this team. And you just got to get a competent defensive coordinator. Get the defense figured out. We play Zimmer and his bullshit 1996 football approach just doesn't work in the NFL anymore. We need new young blood, fresh look at the game. The game has changed so much in the last 7 years, 5 years. Even 5 years, the game has changed so much. You can't play smash mouth football anymore. Everything is through the passing game, and you can grind it out some, but you still got to be able to throw the football. So, yeah, hopefully we move that direction. I don't know. It's going to be a very interesting offseason for this team. I don't want to completely blow this thing up. We should be the number 1 coaching destination for any of the coaches out there to pick. We have a lot of talent. We have very good ownership. They will give you time. And you have the support of a beaten, broken fan base, but they will support you wholeheartedly. That's going to do it for me tonight. New segments tomorrow, obviously. Stat fact of the day every day. Instagram, YouTube. News videos every day. And like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you get all these daily videos. And I'll see you all tomorrow.